Okay guys, you're in luck. I just finished up. As you can see, the sun's just setting. Just finished up on my switch to manual, and this will be the first start and run. I started my engine earlier just to make sure it was I had my wiring correct. I had my neutral safety switch done upright. But this will be the first drive from switching from an auto to a manual. So let's see how she goes. Just turn the tape off. Transmission temp light is still on, of course. Beautiful sound. Turn on our headlights. Wonderful. All we got is we got no lights out of the normal. Of course, our low wash light, like always, because you know those things break. But here we are. Wonderful. Let's put her into gear and see what happens. Oh, beautiful, bud. Beautiful. Oh, wonderful. Well, we're just gonna drive down the road and see how long it takes for something to break. Oh, by George, don't do that. Oh, wonderful. I'm tickled. And we're fogging up. Yeah, apparently there's supposed to be 3 knobs here. Yeah, don't happen ever. Ever happen. Everything's sounding about normal. So what I done, and I'll do this explanation, and of course I'm going to do a video about this tomorrow, my entire process. But I had a regular cab 93 3/4 ton Ram, and I took the manual out of it and I put it in my 97 3/4 ton, and for the most part everything bolted up pretty good. You know, having a donor truck, it makes it so you don't have to worry about the output splines from your transmission to your input on your transfer case. But it all worked out because I got a donor truck. So beautiful, right? And look at us drive, and we're still fogging up, and I still can't get diddly squat air blown. And we're now going 40 miles an hour in 4th gear and driving off the road while we're not looking. Dang, this is beautiful, guys. You have no idea. I've been working on this for like 10 weekends, just coming home and, you know, between getting cows out of neighbors' pastures and getting neighbors' cows out of our pastures and such, and fixing fence, I've been able to put in, you know, probably an hour, 2 hours a weekend on this project. And I'm just tickled that I finally got them running, because I've been going to college in a Cadillac that I borrowed. It's not been fun. If I'd had this, I'd been such a cool person over there, but I was just a Cadillac driver. Oh, this is wonderful. So, in the morning, I'll, probably not in the morning, I gotta, you know, feed and chop ice and all that good stuff. But, probably tomorrow afternoon, I'll get around to, doing a video, and I'll just do a good walkthrough of everything I've done, probably like a 2 or 3 part series. There's that much stuff, you know, 45 minutes worth of stuff to explain. So, I reckon so, yeah. And right now we're just cheeching down the road. I actually got to go to town. We have a Christmas dinner. It's the 20th, or 21st, I do believe, and it's Christmas dinner for the church. I gotta go have some dinner, so I guess we're gonna see how we run into town. If we end up on the road, we're gonna miss Christmas dinner. And right now, I'm running without the four-wheel drive because I have no opportunity to go to four-wheel drive, because when I was pulling stuff out, I actually broke 2 vacuum lines, so I got to get those fixed. I got to get a new set of vacuum lines, and then I got to also I had a bad U-joint on my front drive shaft, so I got to wait for that to you know, it's Sunday, parts stores aren't open. Yeah, it happens. Besides, it had been an hour drive to the nearest parts store. It happens. Well, I'll inform you guys if anything starts breaking or anything starts sounding bad. But for right now, everything's sounding downright wonderful. Okay, so I just happened to get on a flat enough stretch, smooth enough stretch to throw them in overdrive, and just like I was fearing, we got fifth gear nut troubles. Like you type that in on the computer door, and it comes up with all the solutions and such, and I was being naive and didn't think about taking care of my problems when I had my transmission out. I was too worried about getting them back in, you know. So I'll throw them in there. Well, pretty soon I'll begin to a flat enough stretch right here, and I'll just let you hear. Beautiful sound, ain't it? And then me pulling them out is pretty rigorous too. Let's see if I can show you. You gotta kind of jerk them a little to get them pulled out. So I guess we'll see what happens about this here. I could have been filming this entire time with lights. I don't know why not. As you can see, cats have been walking. Oh wait, you can't see, but cats have been walking all over my windshield. Kind of dusty in here from sitting, but kind of a mess on the floor. Still, you know, I was that tickled to just have them running. I just couldn't wait, which you ain't supposed to do, but it happens. So yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll just drive them, I guess, until see what happens. Probably be pulling them out sometime in the next year. I really would like to go in with some Dana 80s in the rear. You know, put a Dana 80 in the for the rear axle. That'd be a heck of a truck. You know, put a extra leaf on the rear side and make him one heck of a truck. Even though he already is right now, but I just want something to match the Cummins. I mean, the Cummins has only got 240 on it, and this truck will go till 500. And another thing I'm thinking, some kind of wire problems. Alternator issue. Another thing I'm thinking is I got all the space that I'm going to have from taking out my coolant lines and my coolant filter, transmission coolant, that I'm going to see about putting a turbo in them, get some more power. Would be awful kinds of handy. Get another 25 horsepower out of them, and it'd be a reason. You know, I went and splurged a little and got a 325 horsepower clutch, you know, so I can't do too much. I wasn't thinking too far ahead, but at least I was thinking to go that far. So, you know, clutch is kind of hard right now, kind of stiff, but, you know, if I put some more power behind them, we'll see. So, we're about halfway to town, and another 3 miles, 4 miles, I'll be hitting the highway, and we'll really open them up and see what happens, see if any loud knocking comes out. But so far we've sounded really good, except for, you know, our whole overdrive issue, and I don't like my lights flashing like that. I don't know why they're doing that. Must have some wiring going off on me. Because most of my wiring, I left most of my wiring harness in from my automatic. I'm wondering if I got stuff touching each other. I do know I had a short when I pulled that automatic out and some wiring harness there, so I wonder if that might be stuff touching and shit. Beg my pardon. But I mean, look at how beautiful that fits in there. Only trouble is we kind of hit up here along our, darn it, stay on the road. Hit up here on our console, but you know, what can you say, right? What can you say? Okay guys, just pulled onto the highway. We're gonna open him up and see what happens. You know, it controlled opening him up. Oh, why did he kick in a four-wheel drive? That's odd. That is odd as heck. Why is that sensor going off? Do I got a shaft bouncing around in there that would be hitting my sensor, causing him to say four-wheel drive? I guess we'll see when we get to town. But I'm on my way to town, and we're heading down the road, downright wonderfully. Nothing sounds too bad. Drive shaft staying in there, so we can't complain too much, right? And four-wheel drive light went away. That is odd. Must be just a bad sensor or some wire shortage. I don't know. I reckon we'll see. Till morning we'll examine and see what the damage is. Four-wheel drive light still back on. Come back on, kind of flickering, kind of cool like, you know. So I reckon we'll see.